Are you thinking about buying an EV? If so, you need to watch this video. I'm going to walk you through the 5 most important considerations before making the change. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. And at the end of this video, I'm going to reveal the number 1 question I get stopped and asked about when people see me driving my EV. The first thing to consider is driving range. This is the most important thing to think about before purchasing an EV. If you have a long daily commute or frequently take long road trips, an electric car may not be the best fit for you. The range of an electric car can vary depending on the model, with some having a range of 100 miles or less, while others can go over 300 miles on a single charge. For example, the Nissan Leaf has a range of 150 miles, while the Tesla Model S has a range of up to 405 miles. And my Ford Lightning standard range battery is rated at 230 miles. If you have a long commute or frequently take road trips, you may want to consider a model that has much longer range. The number 2 thing to consider is your budget. Even though the cost of EVs are starting to come down, they're still traditionally more expensive than gas-powered cars. However, keep in mind that you'll likely save money on fuel cost in the long run, so it's worth considering the total cost of ownership. In addition to the purchase price, you should also consider the cost to charge the vehicle. The cost to charge an electric vehicle can vary depending on the local electricity rates you pay and the efficiency of the vehicle. For example, the Tesla Model 3 has an estimated cost of $11.47 to fully charge, while the Nissan Leaf has an estimated cost of $5.52 to fully charge. The third thing to consider is access to charging infrastructure. This is my JuiceBox 48 amp level 2 charger that I had installed. I'll put a link below in the description. It's actually my favorite home charger. If you live in an area with a good network of charging stations, it might be easier for you to own an electric vehicle. However, if you live somewhere that may not have charging stations built out yet, owning an electric vehicle may be more challenging. It's worth noting that you can also charge your electric vehicle at home using a charging station. This is what the majority of people actually do. The cost to install a charging station at home can range from a few $100s to several thousand depending on the model and electrical requirements for your specific installation. Number 4 is the environment. If you're concerned about the environment, an EV may be a great choice. As you know, electric vehicles produce 0 emissions, which means you can drive without worrying about harming the planet. Additionally, if you have solar panels or access to renewable energy, you can charge your car with clean energy. Some of the most environmentally friendly electric vehicles today include the Tesla Model S, Model X, Model 3, as well as the Audi e-tron and the Volkswagen ID.4. Number 5 is maintenance and repairs. Electric vehicles require significantly less maintenance than traditional combustion vehicles. Electric cars have fewer moving parts. They don't require oil changes or tune-ups. As long as you keep the windshield washer fluid full and tires inflated, you're basically good to go. However, if something does go wrong, it can be extremely expensive to repair and challenging to find a mechanic who's certified to work on them. Tesla has its own network of service centers, while other companies like Ford, Chevy, Nissan have partnered with local dealerships to offer maintenance and repairs for their electric vehicles. Now you know the top 5 things to think about before you make the purchase of an EV. However, there's one more thing to consider. When I'm out driving around, I get stopped all the time, and the number 1 question people ask me is, how far can you actually go? And what is all this news and hype around winter range loss? I did a whole video about that, and you can watch that here.